Hey, what's going on out there, everybody? Test. 1, 2, 1, 2. In the place to be. What's going on? It's Monday. Man. How are we doing? Where are we watching from? Who's watching? Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to the Dream Center that's on the screen right now, man. They closed this week for the Masters. I'm gonna get into it because I have a wonderful guest. Most of my guests are busy, and they took time out this morning to hang out with us. So we're gonna be a good steward of time. So we're gonna open up with a quote from Winston Churchill: "If you're going through hell, keep going." Yes. Don't stop. Don't pass go. Collect your $200. Just keep going. You will get through it. Winston Churchill, if you're going through hell, keep going. If you guys didn't know, it is April. Why do I say it's April? Because April is a great month. It's a great month. Why would I say it's a great month? Because it's my birthday month. But it's April the 4th. And a couple of things, just notable things that happened April 4th in history. Let's see. We got American poet Maya Angelou, perhaps best known for her several volumes of autobiography, which explored the theme of economic, racial, and sexual oppression, was born. Yes. Maya Angelou was born April 4th. What else we got? The biblical epic Ben-Hur. I seen that a long time ago. Became the first film to win 11 Academy Awards. Is notably received Oscars for the Best Picture and led with lead actor Charlton Heston. Oh, this is a pretty good one right here. What's going on, Jay Johnson, my cuzzo? I see QD Boss subscribe. Thank you very much, QD Boss. We appreciate you. Also today, Bill Gates and Paul Allen founded Microsoft, which became the world's largest personal computer software company. Facts. Told y'all April, man. April's where it's at. Come on. Also on today, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in 1968. He was a leader of the American Civil Rights Movement. He was in Memphis, Tennessee to support a strike by the city's sanitation workers. And he was assassinated by James Earl Ray. And yeah, man. So notably also this month, you know that we have a lot of things that go on every month. They'll have like national observances. And one of the reasons that I focus on those things because I was an equal opportunity or diversity and inclusion manager for a good number of years while I was serving. And we try to pay attention to those things. Some of the things for this month is it is Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month. Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month. If you guys jump on your computers, get a chance, man, look up some of this stuff because it's good. We have the victim advocates out there that's providing the support for our victims, but some of the best ways to actually support those things is education and prevention, right? This is zero tolerance. It should not be tolerated if people are voicing it, and even if a joking manner, man, you gotta. If we laugh about it, in those cases, silence is agreement. So let's not joke about things like that. A couple other things that's this month is this Autism Awareness Month. So some people don't even know what autism is and how it affects you and some of those different things. So jump on your handy dandy computers or your pocket devices and look it up, man. See what they got going in your area. Support, educate yourself. Also for myself, I'm gonna be a little selfish on this one. It's April is month of the military child. Those brats, man. Shout out to the brats. People have put together these groups for all of the military kids that have been drugged all over the world. They can't really grow any roots because they pick up and move every 2 to 3 years. And they picked April as the month to to highlight these kids because they get overlooked a lot of times. So shout out to all of you military brats out there who are so resilient. Not saying that, you know, non-military kids aren't resilient, but it's April and it's month of the military child, aka the brats. So shout out to you guys, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay strong, resilient, and keep pressing. It's also National Poetry Month, so maybe we can get QD Boss on here and drop some bars on us. I have a poet that's coming up at the end of the month. He gonna drop some bars for us, but you know, it's Poetry Month, man. National Poetry Month. Support a poet, talk to them, get in their head, see how they're thinking, what they're thinking, and it's a whole bunch of them, y'all. I wish I could show y'all. It's national. I didn't even know some of them. National Financial Literacy Month, National Internship Awareness Month. I'm on my internship. I had no clue. It's my month on many different levels. Not to be selfish, but yeah. What's going on, brother? I see Ortiz in the building. How are you? All the way out in the West, Washington, man. Shout out to you guys out there on Seattle area. Yeah, man. So the last one that I'm gonna hit is it's a Child Abuse Awareness Month. You know, we talk about the military child, we talk about autism awareness, you know, we talk about sexual assault awareness. But you know, you just want to and they bring awareness to these things, because if you don't bring awareness to it, sometimes it's swept under the rug and people just turn a blind eye. Man, hey, look at these things. Like I said, pull out your handy dandy computer devices and educate yourself and help in the prevention of these things. Let's see. I'm looking for my guest now. My guest is Sergeant Major retired. Awesome guy. He's doing great things down in the Florida area. Let me see if I can get him pulled back up. So what we usually do is we'll do a break, and then once we do that, we do a commo check. And then once we do that commo check, man, we break, because you know, anybody that's been around for a while, even no matter how many times you test it before you go live, it always end up going wrong somehow. Murphy show up. So I'm bringing them back in right now. Let's see. Let me see if it just go straight to him. Test, test, test. You there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. How you doing?
Testing, testing. 1, 2. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. How about you? How about me?
Can you see me?
I can see you.
Let me see
that awesome.
I can see you, but I can't hear you.
Beard you got there. Can you not hear me? Can you hear me at all?
Check, check, check.
Can you hear me now?
I told y'all. No matter how many times you practice. What's going on, Sergeant Major? How are you? Can you hear me now?
Hey, can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Test, 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 test. Oh yeah, break them out. Yeah. The old faithfuls, the wires. Test, test.
How about now, buddy? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Oh, he left out. He's probably gonna try to. Oh, you can hear both of us? Okay, he probably left out to come back in. I couldn't hear him.
Can you hear me, brother?
Look, Sergeant Major Ortiz said he can hear both of us, but I can't hear you. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on.
Okay.
Maybe it's a button that we need to push on this side. Let me see. No, check and see if you're on your phone, if you're mute.
Let me see.
On there. Okay, I seen it go off and come back.
No, they're both open. The mute and the.
Let me test.
Yeah. Okay.
Good old Murphy be working. It was working great for us just a minute
That's
ago.
right. He's always out there.
I still don't hear you. Let me see if I pull it up on my All right, look, I'm gonna close it and open it back up for both of us, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Y'all stand by, stand by. Going back in. It's always wonderful. Let me see. Still working. Yeah. So, like I said, wonderful Murphy be working. So how are y'all guys doing, man? How we doing out there on this Monday? Let's see. Test, test.
What you got? What you got? Can you hear me?
Nope, I can't hear you. What is going on? Is your volume up? Or would that be my volume that's not up?
How about now?
You don't have it up on another device, do you?
No, sure don't. I'm using the connected headphones right now, so.
Let me see. The way I got my screen set up. Let's see. Turn on captions, apply visual effects, layout, record meetings. Oh, I could record the meetings? What? Use a phone for audio. Say something.
Can you hear me now? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello.
Let me see. I'm gonna go in, since they said they can hear you, I'm gonna go into my I'm gonna go into it from my phone.
Okay.
And let's see. It may be a little bit of a delay, but hopefully I can hear it then. Testing, testing.
Can you hear me?
Nah, this thing don't want to act right.
Hello?
Nah, this thing don't want to act. Hello? Okay, hold on. You know what I can do? Okay, hold on. You know what I can do? Got you. Okay, hold on. You know what I can do? All right, say something, Sergeant Major.
Hey, can you hear me now?
All right, say something, Sergeant Major.
Hey, can you hear me now?
I can hear you on the phone. I can hear you on the phone. So the feedback isn't too bad. All right, look. I'm going to set this thing back the way I had it. Because I don't know what I did. I just changed the layout somehow. Tiled. Let's go auto. Side by side. Escape to go full screen. Ooh. Alright, let me see if I can see you. It's got you all small in the corner, Sergeant Major.
Oh, really?
Look, that's why I should be let's see, full screen. So talk to us about where you are right now, Sergeant Major. It's nice and sunny out there.
Oh, yes, sir. Currently in Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida? I got people out there in Orlando, Florida.
Okay. Yeah, I might have bumped into them. There's a bunch of people here, though.
You know, they crazy, Sergeant Major. I don't know if you want to bump into them. All right, well, Murphy been messing with us. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna jump on into it. Okay. Do you hear me twice? Do I have this thing far enough away?
No, I can hear you one time.
All right, good. So, tell us, who are you, where you from, and what do you do?
All right. So I'm Ron Anderson. I was born and raised in Reading, Mississippi, right off of I-20, right there on the east side of Mississippi. I was I was in the Army, retired, and now I'm a truck driver. I work for a local distribution company in Orlando, Florida. And so what I do for them really is I just kind of manage their trailer yard and keep up on their maintenance. It's kind of like, you know how when the old NCOs say they're going to be a Walmart door greeter? It's kind of like that. It just pays a little bit better. I get to be outside all day. So it's not bad.
How you like it? It's definitely a change up going from being.
Yeah, it's definitely a big change. It's,
how does that transition work out for you?
So when I got out of the Army, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I know I couldn't sit on my bum, you know, for the rest of the time. And so the Army was offering free CDLs or, you know, paid for CDLs. So I did that when I got out. I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I did the OTR, over the road thing, for a little while. And my wife didn't like that at all because I was gone from the house, you know. I already spent way too much time away from the house being in the military. So came back and did something local. It's a good job. There's plenty of opportunity out there, and you know, to continue to take care of the family and see a little bit of the world.
Wow, that's good stuff. You know, somebody was telling me about that, and you see the signs everywhere talking about how they need drivers all over. Everywhere it's posted, they need drivers.
Yeah, especially
you know, doing my internship now, so I really did think about it, but my back said no.
yeah, you gotta. It's kind of hard to stay in shape, especially for those over the road guys. So that's why I kind of went local, home every night. I only work 4 days a week, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, that's awesome. So tell us, Major, you're from Mississippi.
Yep.
How many years did you serve?
I did 28, right on the dot.
28. Wow.
Yeah.
You weren't trying to go for that 30?
No, I always told myself that when it stopped kind of being fun, I would kind of make my way out. And we just really got tired of the moving, and you know, just kind of want to get settled. And so we felt like it was a good time to do it.
That's awesome. So 28 years in service. We go back 28 years. What was your decisive point? What caused you to make that decision to come into the military?
I think just opportunity. Where I was born and raised, you know, on the dirt roads of Kemper County, Mississippi, not a lot of opportunity, but a lot of trouble to get into. And if I stay there, I'd be just like a lot of the people that are still there now. You know, drugs and alcohol and whatever else was going on. And I couldn't see that in my future. I had a lot of that in my family,
Yeah.
and wanted to get away from that.
Yeah, I know that story. So did you go straight out of high school, talk to the recruiter, or did the recruiter come and grab you up?
So actually, I went to the Air Force first, and this should have been a sign because I went on a Saturday and they were closed. So I should have took that as a sign, right? But then I went to the Marines. I went to one of their kind of field days they had, and they broke us off. And I was like, "Nah, I don't want that." And then ended up with the Army. Actually, it was during Desert Storm. A buddy of mine went in our 11th grade year, and we wanted to sign up. We were kind of gung ho to go fight. And the recruiter said, "Well, you're too young, but I'll call you in a year." And sure as shoot, he called me in a year. He didn't forget.
All right, so you came in. What was your MOS?
68 Whiskey, combat medic, or back then I think it was 91 Bravo, but yeah, combat medic.
91, yes. So you came in, wow, during that war. So you served, how many wars did you serve through?
Well, so the end of Desert Storm, of course, I didn't go over there, but they were closing that down. And then, of course, all the, you know, OIFs, OEFs, all that good stuff. So.
Yeah. So look, you came in. How was your family? You know, you were in Mississippi. You decided to come in to change your trajectory.
Mhm.
Was there anyone in your family you got a history of military service? What's your background as far as military?
So my grandfather was in World War II. He was in the Navy. He was on a ship somewhere headed towards China, I think. And then my uncle was a career Navy. Nobody was Army in my family, so I don't know how that kind of worked out. But that was kind of really the extent of the military service in my family.
Yeah. Did anybody did they get mad at you for deciding to go into the army?
No, not at all. Just my grandfather always told me, as we were growing up, the only regret that he ever had was not making it a career. So that kind of stuck with me, I think, and that's kind of what pushed me, I guess, to make it a career. Once he got out of the service, he went to kind of factory work, as that's what was available at the time, and just kind of worked himself to death. And he knew that the benefits that were offered, and just the opportunity that was offered by staying in. So that kind of stuck with me.
Yeah. Well, that's good stuff. So 28 years of service. You met and you've trained some leaders, some not so leaders. You made it all the way to the top. When you came in, did you come in as an E1 or did you get the buddy program where you can come in as like E2 or 3 or something like that?
Man, I was E1, slick sleeve coming in, or what they call it, Velcro now. But
Slick, yes.
yeah, started from the bottom, made to the top.
So you made it all the way up to Sergeant Major. So look, Sergeant Major, what were some of your pros and cons over the 28 years of service?
I think pros was just the opportunity provided, the people that you get to interact with, like yourself, phenomenal NCOs, officers, soldiers, just cream of the crop, salt of the earth type of people, and then just the places you get to see, and just it just kind of instills pride, work ethic, motivation that you really can't beat it, I don't think.
Absolutely. We got Jill Junkie in the house. What's going on, Jill Junkie? She said, "What's poppin', Papa Gift?" Jill Junkie is the boss. She's that's my wife.
Oh yeah, does she? I remember back in Foxtrot. Does she still make those awesome cupcakes?
She do. Look, Aguilar, Simpson, all of them said when we start back, open the business back up, that they're gonna be the official testers for us.
Yeah, well, sign me up. How about that?
Absolutely, we got you down, Sergeant Major.
All right.
All right, so look, Sergeant Major, it's the month of the military child, man, and you have some pretty awesome kids, man. You want to do a little humble bragging, a little humble boasting? They went through how many duty stations did you had to pick them up and move them in and out of, and what's some of those difficulties and things that you would like to brag on your military children about?
Oh man, just at least 8 duty stations, 8 different schools they went through, meeting new people. I think it's just really hard. Plus, me being away as much as I was, not being the father that I could have been being back here. So it's just kind of hard doing that, and my wife as well, obviously. So I think they're very resilient for that.
Absolutely.
They never meet a stranger. Big fast friends. So. Being in the suck at the time kind of is not that great, but it pays in the long run.
Absolutely. There's definitely those cons to it, but growing up as a military brat myself, like you said, you don't really meet strangers. You learn how to adapt to a lot of different situations, and you're cultured, right? I mean,
yeah,
you've been all over the world.
Yeah, exactly.
So how many countries have you been to, Sergeant Major?
That'd be hard to say, man. I guess it'd be in the teens, 20s. I was never stationed in Europe, but when we went to Korea, we did a lot of traveling when we were there, and of course, the free travel through the Army to the Southwest Asia, Southeast Asia area. So
yeah, free travel.
Free travel, yeah, exactly.
The awesome free travel.
Yeah. For sure.
Look, Sergeant Major, I was recruited very, very diligently by the Navy. I won't get into like the details of it, but I didn't go in because they said I had to swim. I was like, nope, no thank you, I'm good, right? So my first deployment, even though I didn't go into the Navy, my first deployment was on a Navy ship.
See, that's
I was like, are you serious right now? This.
Yeah.
I came in the Army so I wouldn't have to go on the ship, and my first deployment is on a ship. Wow.
That's karma, buddy.
But the reason I say that is because they call their deployments cruises.
Yeah, I bet.
So I've been on a couple cruises.
Right. Not the good kind.
All right, so look, Sergeant Major. If you had an opportunity to go back in history and have a conversation with someone, who would you go back to talk to and why?
I think it would be my grandfather. Now, like I said, I grew up kind of with him on the farm. He was a farmer as well as worked in the factory and whatever. But that was when I was a kid, right? He's gone and passed away now. But I would love to have just an adult conversation with him about his history, about his time in World War II, and just kind of find out more about his life. I mean, he came up from hard upbringing. He was a farmer, and he had every current implementation that had available, but he chose to plow with a mule. That's the kind of person he was. So,
yeah. Shout out to the farmers, man. We unfortunately we overlook those things that we don't see, right? You don't know the work that goes behind that produce that you find inside of the stores. That's work.
Absolutely. And the things they have to fight against.
That's hard work.
Yep, exactly. So he kind of instilled that work ethic in me from the beginning.
Yeah. So look, your son's what? He's in high school, about to graduate. How old is he?
He's 15. He's in 10th grade. Yeah, he's in 10th grade.
They're getting up there. Extended family. But I want to know what are you trying to be when you grow up? You already made the jump. I see the beard. I'm envious. But what do you want to be when you grow up? You made that jump, that decision to go ahead and stay home for family.
Yeah.
You're transitioning, but what would you like to do when you grow all the way up?
So this is easy. So, our brother, Randy Malakas, right? So when he finally opens up his Hawaiian barbecue restaurant, I'm going to go work for him. So whatever he needs me to do, I'll mop the floor, I'll cook the brisket, whatever. Yeah,
okay.
That's what I'm going to do. Every time I talk to him, I tell him that. So he promised me a position.
I might be there with you because I'm trying to get him to get me where I need to be at so I can open up my own gym.
There you go. And we'll come work out in your gym.
Yes, come on through. Hey, look, we got I got old Steve Quinn coming in at the end of the month.
Okay, yeah, I still keep up with him.
So look, I had somebody was talking to me about Krav Maga, and I was like, man, I remember my first sergeant was going through. He was doing that. How did you like Krav Maga? How was that?
It's different. I enjoyed it though. It's a little bit of grappling. It's a lot of striking techniques, but I enjoyed it. Definitely had a good time there in San Antonio.
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff out there in San Antonio. We didn't get to enjoy Military City as much as others. But
yeah, you guys spent a lot of time.
I loved it out there in San Antonio. Yeah, spent a lot of time with the troops. And then the sad part is when we did get time off, you go out downtown or somewhere and you run into them fools.
Yep. Couldn't get away from it.
It's that madness. And you're like, yep. It would say you scream at ease when you walk into a place to see how many.
Exactly, yeah. Then it's time to leave.
Yes. So look, if you could change one thing in your past, what would it be?
One thing in my past, I think so I'm a big fan of music, and I think I would have started playing the guitar way earlier, in in my life. Maybe joined a band. I think that'd been pretty cool. That's kind of my only regret right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What? So you play now?
Barely. I can't. I wish I could read music, but yeah.
I can't read. I wish I would have too. That's a good one, Sergeant Major. Look, I have a piano. I had a drum set, and we could have been jamming out.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I definitely would have done that if I could do it all over again.
Yeah, I would lean with you on that one. I like that one. All right, Sergeant Major. So you've had this conversation many a times. 28 years of service. How many of those years were actually, not actually, but where you were in a leadership position? It's probably majority of it, right?
Since probably 2001, when I first got probably 2001. I was in some type of either squad leader, team leader position. So
yeah,
a good 20 years at least.
And you were in a lot of the combat arms units, right? As a combat medic.
Yes. Yeah. I spent a lot of time in the 25th, a lot of time at Fort Campbell, in 101st. So it was a majority of my career.
Yeah. Oh, I had your battle buddy on here, right?
Who's that?
Jesus Gonzalez.
Oh, Gonzo. That's a good battle buddy right there. We go way back. I think
he said, tell you what's up. He said, that's my brother right there. I said, yeah, he's coming.
Yeah, he was we were in B-Knock together back when it was like 20 years long, right? They called it the Super B course, I think. But he was a good battle buddy. We kept each other out of trouble.
That's good. So look, my question is this. Over all that time and all that wisdom and that you've shared, looking back on it as a retiree, what would you define as leadership as in your own words? Not, the Army definition. Sometimes that is your own definition. But, you've done 28 years and you've served with some great leaders. You've seen some people who brought you paperwork saying that they want to get their, Legion of Merit?
Yeah, right.
That's another discussion.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
But what would you say as a leader?
To me, and just from what I've seen in the past, is a leader is, first of all, has to be a good follower, and then on top of that is a person that inspires others to kind of be their best version of themselves.
Yeah. Hey, everybody out there. Hey, Ortiz, you still out there? Let me know if y'all can hear both of us, man. I'm holding the whole conversation. I did this before with one of my other leaders, and they could hear him and they couldn't hear me for like half the show. That's no bueno. So anyway, Sergeant Major, look. So you've had some always related to like Leonard Bookman. What would you tell a new soldier just coming into service, Sergeant Major? That's from Leonard Bookman.
What would you tell a new soldier? Let's see. It's not always going to be easy. Seek the hard jobs, and you learn resiliency real fast. But if you stay in there for the long haul, it's worth it. Even if you stay in there for 4 years, it's worth it. What you learn while in the military, it's just invaluable skills that will help you anywhere. Even if you get out early, even in the civilian world, it's going to help you. So.
Absolutely. I like it. So look, so the leadership is one of those things that it transfers. We're one of the few organizations that train our leaders from the bottom up. What advice would you give to the young leaders now, those guys? I have a corporal that just got promoted to sergeant. They had not a difficult time, but they were like, I'm just a specialist. That you hear that verbiage. And what advice would you give to those young leaders that they're on the road, they're on the ropes, deciding which direction they should go and how they should pursue their careers, and just trying to keep them motivated. Because it's sometimes you get stuck in a place, you have a bad duty assignment or you have bad leadership. I would say leadership that's not great or geared towards you. What advice would you give to those people who are they're facing those challenges, and they're good. They just need to hear some words of wisdom from some people who've been there and did it. And what would you give them?
Uh, I've been in some of those situations. I would say first and foremost, just take advantage of your surroundings. Right, the military offers a lot, especially in the education realm. Focus on that, and then focus on your charge. What are you charged with? Are you charged with an MTO worth of equipment, or are you charged with a squad of soldiers? What are you in charge of? And whatever it is, you take that headlong and do the best you can. And as that leader, if you lead from the front, you care for your soldiers and let them know that you care, they will follow you into the gates of hell. That's a guarantee.
Absolutely. Look, I'm gonna say one of the things that really stood out for me was I was like, this dude he's a combat vet, and he's not what I visioned. The old crusty sergeant major, first sergeant type. You really, first and foremost, I appreciate your vote of confidence in putting me in the position that you put me in as I think I was the youngest sergeant first class you had at the time. And you made me the senior, and then I ended up being the senior for the battalion.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God. But it was just that vote of confidence coming from you and the commander to lead, and y'all literally let me lead. I remember you told me that was it you or was it Sergeant Major Montez who told me that there was a congressional, but they were like, those knuckleheads, they'll cry about everything, and I was like, I got a congressional. What?
Yeah, I think I remember that.
It was very humbling to be able to come in and then know that my leadership really had my back. And then going forward, I had more leaders like Bookman and Gonzalez, who was there, and they also did the same thing. But being in that environment, in that area, and you're not micromanaging us, you're allowing for me to lead. Like, that's why you make the big bucks, senior. I'm like, I don't make no big bucks, top. What are you talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody wants to be micromanaged, man. But you were definitely a person that I could tell cared about soldiers, cared about the other platoon sergeants, and I was, very honored and proud to have you as a battle buddy, and the soldiers I worked alongside.
Cool. Bookman said, "What's your daily motivation that you use to keep yourself going?"
Daily motivation. I think just having the opportunity to have another day, because life is short, man. So I just take advantage of it.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, look, you were doing some serious running. Are you still running?
Not as much as I was. To be honest, I had more time when I was in the military, but because they give you that hour and a half or 2 hours if you're Fort Campbell too. Yeah. Here you got other responsibilities. I got to get the kids to school, and because my wife is working now, so but I still try to get it in though.
Yeah, that's awesome. So the last one I saw you doing, it was you did it virtually. What was that? What was the deal behind it? That was a long run. What was that all about?
That was it was called the Badger Run. So the guys that sponsor it are out of Wisconsin, and it was 100 miles. So because of the pandemic, we did it virtually, and I did it in my backyard, basically, just kind of in my neighborhood. So it was, I think it took about 27 hours, but yeah, 100 miles.
Look, Sergeant Major, he said, Bookman says, every day is a good day. Love it, Sergeant Major. Absolutely. So, you gave us some leadership points. You talked to us about, how you stay focused and, take advantage of every day. Give us a leadership lesson and a life lesson.
life lesson, leadership lesson. I guess I think one thing I kind of found out, I kind of tell my kids all the time too, is that contentment and happiness is fleeting, and trials and tribulations are truly kind of the spice of life and kind of what gives you strength. And I just kind of look at life that way.
That's good. So, give us one of your 28 years, but it don't have to be military. Give us one of your most memorable experiences.
Did you say the most memorable experience?
Yeah.
I would say the birth of my kids. That was really an eye opener for me. First of all, it's just amazing that you can do that kind of thing, right? Just create another entity, and and then you're in charge of it. So
yes,
that was a real. I think I grew up 100 years right there when that happened. But definitely very a memorable experience, and very happy about that.
That's awesome. Shout out to the Anderson pack. Look, so you told us what a leader was. If you can have one superpower, what would it be and why?
Let's see. I think you know who the Scarlet Witch is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if I could kind of have her powers, that'd be pretty all right.
Now, some people may ask, which Scarlet Witch in which Marvel universe? Because she's one of the top characters. She most powerful one. So that's she do a little bit of everything, don't she?
That's right. Yeah, she can. She can bend, contort time, and cast some spells, and fly around, and she can kind of do it all.
Yep, that's good. I like that one. No, that's one of the characters that haven't come up too often. So that's good stuff. All right, so your Mount Rushmore of leaders, people that have affected your life, your growth. It doesn't have to be military. It could be your family. Who would be on your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, I think talked about my grandfather already. He's one for sure. And then a couple of CSMs. One is Sergeant Major Montez. He's kind of the one that gave me the opportunity to be the first time I was the first sergeant. Kind of seen something in me, I guess. Gave me that opportunity, just like you were talking. Like, great human, great sergeant major. He wasn't a micromanager, but was always there to give you some advice and input. It was great. And then I don't know if you know Sergeant Major Todd Garner.
Yeah.
Have you bumped into him before?
I was in the area, but I never actually got to meet him.
Yeah, he was my brigade sergeant major when I was the operations sergeant major at 65th Med Brigade. Again, just another phenomenal command sergeant major that didn't micromanage, but he was just a great leader. He was the guy that would walk past a group of sergeants having sergeant's time, and he would jump in and start, telling them how to operate the radio. And he loved to train soldiers, and he was just he was an inspiration to watch. Yeah. So.
That's awesome.
And then the last one I think was my first NCO in the Army was Sergeant Danny Jennings. He was a Special Forces medic that was in charge of our aid station. He just taught us a lot about how to be combat medics. So he was just a great non-commissioned officer.
Yeah, that's awesome. We got Dirty Bird in the house. What's going on? Hey, Dirty Bird. Where you at, in Arizona? All right, Sergeant Major, give us a quote you live by.
Quote I live by. I guess it would be just live and let live, and learn on your own. Don't always take the word of others.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
Being a good father. I think that's what's most important for me now.
That's good. You know that's two or three fold too, right? Because you know you have military children, so you know those people you grew. Yeah, that's good. I like that. All right, so you got a humble boast or a shameless plug you wanna put out there?
No, not really. I guess just to first of all just thank you for letting me be on this show. I enjoy watching your show. I haven't watched Gonzo's yet, but I'll definitely do that. I watched old Colonel Aguilar's high speed officer there.
Yeah.
But just all the former platoon sergeants, you guys worked your butt off there at Fort Sam. I loved you guys, and I always talk very highly of you guys when after I moved on about what phenomenal NCOs you were in the time and the effort that you put into that job. And I really appreciate you guys.
That's awesome. You added us in the shameless plug. That's good stuff. That's Sergeant Major move right there. We got Dirty Bird said he's in Tucson, Arizona, is officially in the house. Trying to start my morning off by soaking up some good advice and knowledge. Yes, I made so that's one of my young troops. He just got out not too long ago. He's in school. He's gonna be the next Bill Gates and inventing something.
We need those kind of
Just
people.
Don't be a
for
hacker,
sure.
man. Whatever you do, if you do, be hacking for a company that's gonna pay you to help them fix the holes.
Yeah, can I talk to him about crypto or something?
All right, so I made you made it to the lightning round. You ready? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Let's do it, man.
You got some info on crypto? Hey, look. Cause I'm all in. I'm all ears when you start talking about investing. I want to make that money. I don't want to miss the next Bitcoin.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we opened up your listening devices. What are your three most played songs?
Three most played songs would be "Born Again" by Tyler Childers, "Sleeping on the Blacktop," Coulter Wall, and Carcosa, "High on Fire."
Okay. What's your go-to for inspiration?
It used to be my soldiers, right, when I was in the Army, but now it's be kind of music and books.
Okay. What's your favorite pastime?
Favorite pastime? I guess fishing. Fishing, yep. Outdoors.
Fishing?
Yeah.
You get some good fishing out there in Orlando?
Oh, you bet. Yep, and on the coast, for sure.
Look, you gotta be careful. Last time I was out there, you had to watch out for all the gators everywhere.
Yeah, there's plenty of those.
All right, what's your favorite duty station?
Favorite duty station was Korea, Yongsan, Korea.
Young Son, shout out to Korea. Dirty Bird said, listen, I got some spare change for the next moonshot. Boogman says, I stay away from money I can't hold. Hunt the good stuff.
That's good advice.
What's your favorite food?
Hawaiian mixed plate.
Yeah, it's good. What's your favorite group?
High on Fire.
Who is it?
High on Fire.
Okay. Favorite artist?
Favorite artist is Tyler Childers.
Who's your favorite player?
I got to give you two. I got to give you a past and a present. So the past would be Walter Payton, Sweetness.
Okay.
And present favorite player is probably Jeffrey Simmons. I love seeing a big defensive tackle smushing the pretty boy quarterback.
Yeah. What's your favorite? Who's your favorite team? I already know.
So favorite team is Mississippi State. Well, the real Bulldogs, by the way.
The real Bulldogs. I knew you was gonna say something. Come on, one of us had to win the championship, so you know we'll
right.
We'll hold it until y'all come on get it.
Sounds good, buddy.
All right, favorite cartoon.
Favorite cartoon? Archer.
Okay. Marvel or DC?
I think when I was younger, probably DC, but now Marvel. I love Deadpool.
Yeah. Yeah. Marvel. I mean, I like both. I'm a comic book head, so it don't really matter. But if I had to lean one way or the other, I have more favorites on Marvel side.
Right. Same here.
All right. What's your favorite vacation spot?
Let's see. I have to give you two. I'd say just in Europe would be Copenhagen, Denmark. We really enjoyed that. And then stateside would be Savannah, Georgia.
Oh man, this thing. Say your favorite vacation spot again.
Would be Copenhagen, Denmark, and then Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah, Georgia, really? Fish and grits,
That's right.
shrimp and grits.
I love the history of that place.
That's my second home right there. Look, I keep forgetting I had to use this thing so that I can hear you, which is really weird. Good old Murphy.
Adapt and overcome.
Dirty Bird says Great Lakes, Hool. I'm assuming that you saying Great Lakes was your favorite duty station, Dirty Bird. Oh, all right, Sergeant Major. Look, today's one of your days off. I see you in the sunny state, enjoying yourself. You took some time out early this morning to hang out with your boy. Look, maybe I'll get a retired Sergeant Major panel. I get some retired and current Sergeant Majors, and have y'all come on and do a little